All right. Happy Monday. It is 2 o'clock Eastern. Excuse me. So it is Monday and it is Q&A Monday. I had asked people to submit their questions and they have. So I'm going to go over some questions. If you're seeing this live or seeing this video for the first time, especially on replay, I'm Julie. I'm a regenerative health practitioner and a holistic nutritionist. And I have committed to coming here live weekly to answer questions and to just do some education, because what I have seen in holistic health and just in sort of like in the health space in general online is a lot of incorrect information. So my intention with my YouTube channel and with doing videos is to really share with you what are the ways that like how your body actually works and how you can actually support optimal health and well-being in your body. So that's really what this is about. So I had some questions that were submitted. I'm going to go over those questions now. Somebody submitted to me this question: is it possible to heal ovarian cysts and endometriosis with food? So it really has to do with understanding how your body works. So anytime we're dealing with cysts, with growths of any type, I was communicating yesterday with somebody who had had nodes on her thyroid, and instead of addressing the nodes, the inflammation, what ended up happening was that her entire thyroid was removed. And this is a very, very common surgery. Now she's going to be on medication for the rest of her life because she doesn't have a thyroid gland. And that's kind of important. Your body needs your thyroid. And so whoever was advising her didn't actually educate her on how her body works. So when we're dealing with any type of growth within our body, what's actually happening is that your body is responding to the environment. So your environment is too hot, it's too acidic. And so when that happens, there'll be different types of growth that will come about on different tissues. So if we're dealing with ovarian cysts and endometriosis, what we know for sure is that there is inflammation in the body, there is lymphatic stagnation within the body. And so the way that you can actually address that is to change your diet, be more on the alkaline side of chemistry, and actually detox. So when the body has growths and tumors and cysts and nodules and things like that develop, what is actually happening within the body is too much stagnation, too much lymphatic stagnation, too much acidity within the body. And before you can really get your body to a baseline, you have to actually detox it. So I always say detox in order to regenerate. And part of that is obviously changing the diet, but going deep on a detoxification protocol where you're addressing gut health and parasites and getting your system moving. So I always put people, anytime we're trying to detox in order to regenerate the body, I'm also keeping an eye on the time because I want to make sure that I'm in time. But anyway, anytime someone is dealing with too much toxicity, too much acidity within the body, we need to actually go high alkaline. We need to detox the system. The best way to actually start to detox your body is using superfoods and fruit. Yeah, fruit is very, very detoxifying. And not all fruits, but in particular, red grapes, watermelons, things that are like the citrus fruits are really, really good for detoxification. Obviously, finding organic whenever possible. Someone said, Someone just commented, "Oh my goodness, after having my last baby at 41, I had an ovarian cyst the size of a football. I wish I had known this information 20 years ago." So, here's the thing is that this is not taught in medical schools. In medical schools, they will teach their doctors how to medicate, which is a treatment-based modality, or they will remove certain organs. That's why surgery is so common, and or chemo slash radiation. Those are the three tools that is used within a allopathic or Western medical modality. So in regenerative health, which is what I practice, we believe in the body's innate ability to heal itself. And in order for the body to heal itself, like most people have spent their entire life in a high acid state, and that comes from their diet. It comes from too much stress. We're being inundated with chemicals and EMFs 24/7. And so what ends up happening within the body is like you're literally putting your body under so much stress for so many decades that in order for your body to actually regenerate itself, you have to go way the other way. So when I'm working with people, whether it's in groups or individually, we're having a period of time. Usually I'm working in 3 to 4 month increments where we're really, really focused on detoxification. So we're going high fruit, if not 100% fruit. We're utilizing superfoods, herbals. I've got some great biohacks. I work with molecular hydrogen as one of my biohacks. This is something I use to detox chemicals and heavy metals out of the body. It is a must. And of course, we're addressing parasites as well, because anytime somebody's terrain is very, very acidic and their lymph system is stagnant, the parasites take over, right? That's an ideal environment for parasites to thrive in. How do I know somebody's lymphatic system is stagnant? Well, the fact that someone has a cyst, or they have any type of health condition, or they're feeling inflammation in their body, they're feeling pain in their joints and brain fog and fatigue, like that's a sign of a system that is stagnant. And so before we can actually do anything, we need to detox the body, start to clean out the terrain, and then the body takes over. Then the body will heal itself. No individual, no practitioner can heal anyone. The body heals itself, but it's important to utilize the proper tools in order for the body to do that. And so, if that's not what's happening, if that is not happening, then the body can't actually heal itself. So, and this is unfortunate because pretty much 100% of humanity does not understand how their body works. And so they mistreat themselves daily through their diet and their lifestyle and their way of thinking, their way of being. They are mistreating themselves daily, and then there's shock when they get sick, right? When you get sick, it is change your thinking around illness. When you get sick, that is a gift. That is an opportunity for you to tune into your body and to change your ways so that your body can actually truly heal itself. You can choose to become empowered. You're not a victim. You're not a victim of circumstance. You can choose to become empowered. And I can tell you, when I was diagnosed with hypothyroidism and Hashimoto's, I did not feel sorry for myself. I just was like, how did this happen? And how can I reverse it? What do I need to learn to reverse this diagnosis? Because I went on the medications for a while. And when it became abundantly clear that the medications weren't doing anything to actually help my body to be healthy, then I was like, I actually want to heal for real. And that's what I set out to do. And that's what I did. And thanks to that, I have been medication free for 5 years now. But the work works, but you got to do the work. Right? Like, it's not magical thinking. It's not like magic pills or anything like that. your current diet and lifestyle has led you to your current state of health. And if you're not happy with your current state of health, you must change your diet and lifestyle. Simple as that. There are no potions. There is no magic wand. You just got to do the work, and the work absolutely works. It does. So someone asked the second question. Oh my goodness, I'm feeling the pressure here. The second question is, what superfoods, enzymes, anti-parasitic herbs did you do on your 111-day juice cleanse? So I did a 111-day juice superfoods protocol. And here's what I'm going to share from that. I do about one intensive protocol a year. And it is very, very tailored to myself and to where I'm at in my health journey and what I would like to create for myself. So when I come up with a protocol, no matter whether it's for a client or for myself, it literally comes like, this is the woo part of me. It comes usually as a download in meditation from the universe, an instruction from God or higher consciousness, or however you want to think it. And I am basically instructed on what to do. And I simply follow the orders. And I did a lot of like superfoods on this. I did some juicing every single day. I did a plant enzyme protocol that was 7 days long. It was essentially me taking certain plant enzymes and fasting. I was doing molecular hydrogen and the plant enzymes, and that's it. The reason that I'm not going to lay out the protocol point for point is because I did a lot of prep work to get my body in a position and my mental state in a position where I felt comfortable doing that protocol. I purposely don't have that protocol out there on the internet, because if someone is on a standard American diet and they're not eating in ways that are healthy, they can't do the protocol that I did, because their body is literally not ready for it. Their mind is not ready for it. It takes a tremendous amount of fortitude to say, you know what, I'm going to abstain from eating solid foods for a certain number of time. And I'm going to do it for my own health and well-being. And I don't care what anyone around me is doing. I had to make up my mind that that's what I was going to do. And I was actually nourishing my body more deeply at the cell level because of the superfoods, the regeneratively grown superfoods I was taking on a daily basis. And because I was cleaning up the internal terrain in such a way that I was able to absorb more nutrients. Most people have it completely backwards. They think that when they're eating food all day long, that somehow they're getting nutrients into their body. And that's not what's happening at all, because most of the foods that they're eating don't actually have that many nutrients to begin with. And then second of all, because of the state of their gut, not that much nutrition is absorbing in. And so by fasting, it is a way, and like doing superfoods and things like that, it is a way of actually getting more nutrients into the body. Now, what I do is in my group program, Elevate, I have a protocol in the first 90 days where you're starting to transition your diet, you're putting in more superfoods, and you're starting to learn about how your body works and starting that detoxification process. It's something that is really, really important to do step by step, because if you try to miss some of the steps and your body's not ready for it, it can create a healing crisis and put you in a position where you're like, oh my God, I guess I'm just supposed to stay sick. And that's not the case at all. If you don't properly prepare your body, then it can be too much of a shock to the system. And this is why it's really important to either work with a practitioner who knows what the heck they're doing so that you can be guided properly step by step, or to be in a group program where there's also proper guidance for that. And that's exactly why I created Elevate, was because I wanted people to be properly guided through a program and have the proper support and the tools and the education of understanding what's going on with the body, right? So it is really, really important to have those things in place so that you're guided and supported correctly through it, because it's a lot when you're on a standard American diet and your body is like not functioning at its optimal and your elimination pathways aren't open and there's a lot of chemical toxicity and heavy metal toxicity within your body. You can't just flip the switch and end that. Like, it doesn't happen like that. It really doesn't. You have to go step by step. And month 1 is always about transitioning the diet. And then month 2, you go deeper. Month 3, you go deeper than that. Month 4, you go even deeper. And then usually at the end of 4 months, I always like to check in with people and go, okay, like, do you need to pause? We'll kind of like go into a maintenance protocol for a while and then we'll go back in, right? Nobody detoxes everything in one fell swoop. It's not even possible. It is, and actually the more that I do this work in regenerative detox and in regenerative health, the more I have come to realize and respect the fact that in some ways this is going to be a continuous lifelong journey. That's why I said at the beginning of this live that I do like one intensive protocol a year, because I'm still working on stuff. And I know that my body needs to do one intense protocol a year that usually lasts 3 to 4 months. And then I kind of go into maintenance mode. And then usually I feel the call from the universe to go back in. So I hope that this helps. Every Monday I go live 2 p.m. Eastern to answer questions. So if you watch this video and you have questions, please pop the questions below the video and I'll try and answer them in next week's live. And you can check out my group program, Elevate. You can also work with me one-on-one. And I hope you found some value in this information. And I look forward to seeing you next Monday, 2 p.m. Eastern for the live. Have a beautiful rest of your week. And tell your friends to come join live next time. Peace. Bye for now.